This is Els from Elizabeth Craft Designs. In this YouTube I want to show you how to make the butterfly using the silk microfine glitter, the Elizabeth Craft Designs dies and our double-sided adhesive. First I want to show you the colors for the silk microfine glitter. You can see they're really beautiful colors, and on the bottom you can see we have a warm and cool diamond, and we have that one in a 1 ounce jar as well. Then we're using the dies. So we use the butterfly overlay and we use the butterfly silhouette. And of course our double-sided adhesive sheets. So I'm going to put this aside. So what I did, I cut a piece of 6x6 cardstock out of a 12x12 sheet. I have a 6x6 piece of tape. Going to take off the release paper, put it aside because I'm going to use that piece to die cut the masks from the butterfly. Put my tape on the cardstock, take my big shot, and I'm going to run it through. I have one piece of extra cardstock as a shim between tab 1 and 2, just to give it some extra pressure. Put my die on here, run it through, and you will see that comes out beautiful. See, you can just pop it out, and this one you can just pull out. So that's the silhouette and the body, and I need another silhouette, so I would do the same again. I would run it through again. So here I have the silhouette and the overlay and the body, sorry. And now I need to cut the overlay because that will be my mask. So what I do, I take the release paper that just came off from the tape. I'm going to put that on my plate. I'm going to put the overlay on there and run it through again. I'm going to put my big shot away. You can see, so here is my overlay. That comes out really nice. And now I need to get out those pieces. So what I can do, I can just do it like this, just get it out with my fingers, or I can use a tweezer just to poke out those pieces. So I'm not going to bother you with that because I did that for you already, of course. So here I have my overlay with the pieces all taken out already. So now I'm going to take my glitter tray. So I have a piece of cardstock. It's a lid from a box. And I have my glitters in here and the coffee filter. So I'm going to take the silhouette and I'm going to take off the top. Then I'm going to pick up my overlay, and it has a paper side, a more paper side and a shiny side. So the shiny side needs to be on the tape. So in this one, because it's a simple shape, it's really easy kind of to lay it down. As you can see, I use my fingers as a guideline here. Let's see if it works well. Of course, demoing is always different. So I'm just going to press it down, but it needs to be on there very well. So what I'm doing, I'm taking another piece of mask that came off from the tape, and I'm going to put that on top of the butterfly to make sure, and to just rub it really well to make sure that my mask is on there really well. So rub it really well. So now it's on here. You see? Now I can take my glitter, and you can start with the dark color first or with the light color first, whatever you prefer. The Imperial Garnet I save for the body and for the backing. So I'm just going to use the Ruby, the Peony Pink and the Vintage Pink. So let's start with the light first. I'm using a teaspoon, and you just kind of waterfall it down here, tap it off, and then I turn it around because I want the pattern to be a little bit the same, so I'm trying to do the same on the other side and just tap it off. Then I'm going to take my coffee filter and pour it back into the jar. See? So you want to make sure it's clean. If there's a little bit of glitter on your spoon, you can actually take a Swiffer and just clean your spoon. Then I'm going to take a second color, tap it off, and tap it off again. So trying to make a little bit the same, you see, the same on the left and the right side. And again, you're going to take your coffee filter, throw it back in. And now I have my last color, the ruby. So again, I can take my Swiffer to clean my spoon, take the ruby and throw it all over. So just tap it off. Like that. So now you have all the 3 colors on the butterfly. Then I'm going to put it in my tray. So in my tray I have a Swiffer and a bouncing sheet on top. And that bouncing sheet, that's very easy because the glitter kind of falls through there. So I can tap off my spoon and again take my Swiffer, clean it off. And now I'm going to polish that glitter. So you're polishing that glitter into the double-sided adhesive. You see, so you can, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but you can clearly see a difference from this side compared to that side. So polish it. And when it's polished, you can take your Swiffer or you can take a small brush, a soft brush, to make sure it's clean before you take off that silhouette. So you want to have the back clean as well, so you can take your Swiffer if you want to, clean that off. So now I have my butterfly. So now I'm going to take off my mask, and I can use this over and over again. As long as it's in one piece, you can use it over and over again. So now everything that's white is exposed, so that's sticky. What I'm going to do first, I'm going to take my body and I'm going to glitter that. And I want to do that in the darker color, so I'm going to do that in the Imperial Garnet. So just dip it in here, because it's a very small piece. Tap it off. And polish it. Then I can put this already in the center of the butterfly. That's that. So now all the white is still sticky. So I'm going to take a coffee filter again, and I'm going to take the warm diamond and sprinkle it all over the rest. Tap it off. Oh, there we go. Tap it off. And then I'm going to pour back that warm diamond back into the jar. I can put that aside. And then I'm going to use my brush to brush off a little bit. And then again, polish that warm diamond into the tape. So that's my top layer. And I like to curve my wings a little bit, so I use the back of a pen or the brush to kind of curve them a little bit. So now I have this part. Then I'm going to take another silhouette that I already die cut. That's this one, and I'm going to glitter that with the Imperial Garnet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take off again the release paper, and then I'm going to take that piece of release that came off from that body, and I'm going to put it in the center here, because that will be my adhesive to put down the other butterfly. So this one goes on top of this one. You see, so now this is protected for the glitter. So I'm going to take my coffee filter, sprinkle the Imperial Garnet on here, tap it off, and again take my coffee filter and pour it back in. And it's a wide opening, so it's really easy to pour it back into the jar. So that's this. I'm going to put my coffee filter aside, and you can see what a difference it is when you polish it. So you polish that glitter into the tape. You see, I'll show you because it should be easy to see on the camera, as you see. So these parts are all polished and this part is not polished. So polish it just using your finger. So now that's the back. So that's all done. So now I can take this part off, take my butterfly, so that's sticky, and stick it on there. See? So now I have my butterfly in 2 layers. I have 2 other ones that I want to show you, just different colors. So this one, so here I used 3 different tones and the black. And as you can see, the background for all the 3 cards I showed you are the shimmer sheets, the gemstone shimmer sheets, and the Believe is a die as well. So here I did a black back, as you can see, and for this one I used the butterfly overlay too. You see there's a little bit of a difference, there are swirls here, so that's a different one that I used for the pink card. So that's that one, and then finally I have a purple one. Again, 3 different tones, and in this one I used the cool diamond instead of the warm diamond. And here you can see some glitter lines, and the hello is a die as well. That's it for this YouTube. Hope to see you again next time.